we have you.
Blake.
Yep, I'm here.
How can I stalk you on Facebook?
How can Jay stalk you on Facebook? Is that possible? How can we stalk you in the band?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. What?
How can we stalk you in the band
What's your
on
band's
Facebook?
name? Yeah.
How do we find you on
oh.
Facebook? All these different things. Social media.
Facebook is it's facebook.com/hell-and-holler with a backslash after that. We're on there.
Hell and Holler?
Hell and Holler.
Hell and Holler.
With an AR at the end, by the way.
Holla, 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 holla.
You definitely need to
That whole
tell an
thing.
author how to spell it.
That is, it is, so where are you exactly that you have a bad signal? Where are you in this great land of ours?
I live in like western Palm Beach County, Florida. So we're out kind of like in the farms area, Everglades-ish kind of. So we're about a half hour, 40 minutes from town. So don't always have the best signal out here.
Is that why I'm looking at your Facebook page and you have nothing but like road and grass and trees behind you? And by the way, which one are you? The one with the shirt or the one without the shirt? Yes.
Which one are you in the band?
I'm sorry, what?
Which one are you in the band? We'll just.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am I'm the lead singer and the guitar player as well as the main songwriter in the band.
So we've got the band Hell and Holler with us today. Check out hellandholler.com for more information on what these guys are up to and what they're doing and how you can get involved with them. And hellandholler.com.
Just always remember that AR at the end because some people always mistake that and spell it with an ER. We like to put that little, I was supposed to impose kind of that southern draw.
Holla. Holla, 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 as they say. So, how did Hell and Holler get started as a group?
So I started it, basically me and my original drummer in the band, his name's Gene Lacert, we were in another band together that kind of wasn't really going anywhere, and it came to an end, and I was playing bass in the band, and I'm a guitar player my whole life, so I really wanted to do that instead. So I had already started writing some songs on the side while I was in that band, and when it fell apart, I asked Gene, like, hey, you want to do this with me? And we just kind of kept working on all the ideas I had, and we finished a bunch of them. And so we kind of developed that band together as like pretty much a two-piece for about a year or so before we brought Johnny in. And then we were a three-piece for a while, and then John had to move for a job, and then we brought Nate in. And after that, we recorded the record, and then we brought in Ian to kind of help thicken up the live sound and bring a little more creativity in for the next record.
Awesome stuff. We have got Hell and Holler with us today here on Skype audio, and we are patiently waiting on Flex Reed and Aaron Helms and the rest of the Comic-Con people to get here. I suspect something's afoot, but check out hellandholler.com for more information on our guest here. Hell and Holler, of course, a rock band from South Florida. Features Blake Burns on guitar and vocals, who we're chatting with right now. Tell us about some of the other members of the band.
Yeah, so we've got Nate Largent on the drums, and we have Johnny Dusko on the bass, and then Ian Pattison is our second guitar and also shares the lead work with me.
Awesome. So do you guys have any music videos or anything on social media or anything? Can we watch your music videos anywhere, or do you guys not do that?
Yeah, so we just released our very first music video for our single Showdown off our first EP, 442. And that is up on our YouTube channel as well as on our Facebook. You can find it in both locations. And we're really proud of the way it came out. Our friend Cam Brooks at Cam Brooks Creative really did a stand-up job. He did an amazing job on the video. So it came out great, and we're really happy with it.
So tell me about this music video. What was the music video process like? Making the video, all that.
It was pretty seamless, somewhat easy, I guess, for me. It was a lot of work, obviously, but I kind of do a little side work in production sometimes, working for a production company as a guitar tech on commercial shoots for Guitar Center. And then I also do, I grew up doing modeling and stuff, so I grew up around productions, and I knew how they should be run, so that kind of helped benefit me in that sense. But it was a pretty smooth process, other than that, because of the fact that everybody involved is friends that we grew up with, which I think that the amazing fact of that alone comes out in the video because it just comes out so great. And I think it's awesome that it was just a group of friends really came together to help us get it done, you know?
Hell and Holler. How did you guys come up with this name? This is a heck of a name.
Yeah, I love it. It's funny because my original drummer, Gene, before he left the band, when we were trying to figure out the name, he said he heard it in a Hank 3 song, Hank Williams 3. And he called me and he's like, "Hey, I just heard this lyric in this song and I think this could be a good idea for a band name." And I said, "Well, is it like an original lyric or is it something that we can use, like maybe it's historical or something?" And it turns out it's just a Southern saying that's kind of the equivalent of piss and vinegar, like that boy's full of hell and holler. So we were kind of like, "Oh, hell yeah, that's amazing. Let's jump on that."
So basically, 1 boy's a boy, 2 boys a half a boy, and 3 boys tain't no boy at all.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Now, Hell and Holler with us today. Check out hellandholler.com. They have a brand new video that we'll watch here in a little bit. Showdown. It's the official music video. It is a fantastic, fantastic piece of business. And we will play that here in just a few moments. So you guys have been all over the place. Tell me about some of the different festivals and different performances and places that you guys have been.
So yeah, it's been going really, really well for us lately. We're getting ready to head out on our Why the Hell Not summer tour. We kind of thought that would be a fun thing to call it. But before that, we went out to play South by Southwest, and we played a show in Louisiana, and then actually New Orleans, and then now on this tour we're going to be playing Johnson City on Wednesday night, and then Friday night we'll be playing at Summerfest in Milwaukee. And then after that, we're playing at the Depot Brewery in Fairfield, Iowa on the 29th. And then July 2nd at the Poorhouse in Raleigh. July 3rd, we'll be at Mountain Freedom Festival in Andrews, North Carolina. And then July 4th, we'll be at Smith's Old Bar in Atlanta we're going to be having an event there that's actually being put on by Bud Light and everything, so that's going to be a nice, fun event with a bunch of great bands. And then after that, we've got a special event we can't really announce just yet, but after that one, we're going to be at Matthews Brewery in Lake Worth, Florida on August 30th. So, yeah, if you're anywhere near any of those places and you want to come check us out on any of those dates, we will be there.
Awesome. We have got Hell and Holler with us today. They join us live here on Skype Audio. They are part of our radio broadcast day, and Kendall Penny coming up in the next hour, and that is going to be a heck of a deal. We were discussing the 63 genders earlier. What do you guys make of the fact that everybody and their brother can identify as whatever they want to identify as? They can identify as an 84 Buick if they would like.
Oh man, you guys are gonna throw a heavy one at me, huh?
Jiggy. He's like an artist. And
hey, let's see how many people we can make hate me right now.
Yeah.
The internet these days. But
that's right.
No, honestly, I kind of, I'm a little bit more of a traditionalist, I guess you could say. I mean, I'm pretty open-minded and free-spirited and then all that, and I'm open and good with a lot of things. But that's kind of one thing that's a little unsettling when you're kind of creating your own reality, I guess, when there's actually reality right there. That's the best way for me to really describe it. And I'm not saying I'm against transgenders or anything like that, because I totally I understand that stuff too.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it goes very deep. But I mean, if you're obviously this and you say, I just want to be that kind of thing, and or whatever, I don't know. I'm just not, I guess I'm not too sure of it yet. It's all so new, really, I guess is what I should say.
What he's trying to say, let me reiterate and translate for you people that don't understand. He's saying, you do you, I'll do me.
That's pretty much my stance on most things as it is.
That's awesome.
Like, honestly, I'm not one to really get into the political thing much very often at all. I mean, unless you're hurting the earth that we're on or hurting people around you, then, I don't really care, honestly. That's really the truth of the matter. But I guess my own opinion, in a sense of if I were talking to my own family member, I might have questions,
Well, there is that.
So, I'm still obsessing over your picture on your Facebook page. Why are you guys running down the street?
The one of us running, or?
Yes.
Yeah, that was part of the video. So, that was shot off the back of a pickup truck.
Sweet. So,
really?
Which one are you? The one with the long hair or the beard, or the no shirt?
I am the one with the open shirt. That's me.
I figured.
Yeah, I'm the one with the David Hasselhoff chest and stomach.
David Hasselhoff chest and stomach.
He's a comedic.
Awesome.
Maybe I can play the Berlin Wall one day. That would be great. I'll take the shirt off.
Do you take it off on stage?
What's that? I'm sorry?
Do you take it off on stage?
I can't hear you. What?
Do you take the shirt off on stage?
Oh, no. No, I typically don't. I'll sweat it out with the clothes on. I'm not really trying to Adam Levine things or anything like that.
So are you taken, or do the ladies fawn over you at the concerts?
I'm sorry?
I don't like this mic, Jiggy.
Well, we might have to switch mics because it's... or I might have to have you come over here.
Do women fawn over you, or are you taken?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I'm taken. I'm married. I'm very happily married. I have a wife. I've been married for, I think, a little more than 2 years now. So, yeah.
Sweet. So how do your wives put up with you guys traveling everywhere? Do they go with you and kind of hold down the fort for you, or do they just stay at home and hold down the fort there?
So my wife's actually, she's a very strong type. She's got her own business, and
Sweet.
She's very busy herself. So she's actually a professional photographer, and she does a lot of travel for that sometimes. So when we're gone, most of the time she holds the fort down here. But when I'm back, I got to hold down the fort for her too. So. And fortunately, we have family that's close that can help if we are both traveling at the same time, which actually is about to happen on this next tour. So.
Sweet.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, where do you guys see yourselves in 5 years?
That was my question. He learned that from me.
Man,
Yes.
you know what? I just hope that, like, we're already working on our second record. Yeah, we're working on our second record right now. We've already got about 4 or 5 songs. We're playing 4 of them on this tour, and we're going to do a full-length LP, but we're going to release a lot of singles leading up to it so that we can kind of keep up with the ADD kind of attention span in the music world nowadays, and try to do as many videos as we can with it too. And yeah, we're just hoping that we can do this next one and people still like it enough, and we can keep on doing what we're doing and keep this thing growing and going, because we love what we do, and we're lucky to be able to do it, and whether we get to keep doing it or not depends on the fans and whether people want to keep hearing us. So we just hope that we're lucky enough to keep going with this and keep doing it at that point, and hopefully it goes for a really long time.
Amen.
Fantastic. We have got great guests with us today. Hell and Holler join us here in our big program. And I guess before we let you guys go, what's next for you? When do we get new music? All these things.
So we're gonna start working on some of our singles, or some of our newer singles, right when we get home. We might have, we have an announcement hopefully to make here soon once we get the confirmation on it, which will entail a little bit of overseas travel for us. But we'll announce that when we get that confirmation, and so that might put a little halt in finishing some of it. But I would expect maybe sometime closer to the holidays, say Thanksgiving-ish or beyond, we might be releasing a new single at that point.
Well, fantastic. Well, we're going to listen to Showdown, and thanks for joining us, man.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it, you guys.
Definitely. We'll talk to you soon. Have yourself a wonderful day.
You too.
Thank you, man. There he goes, and we are going to listen to Hell and Holler. Showdown is the official music video. What did you think of Brian there? Blake Brian.
I thought he sounded
the
like
biggest star in the business.
Down to earth and sounded like just the soul of the band sounds interesting. And sometimes it seems like in this day and age, people want to know the artist and the band's personal life and political views before they sit there and listen to them. So, I definitely could understand the soul of, who he is and what he stands for, and I like him. Can we keep him?
Well, we'll do like Cousin Chris used to always say. We'll put him in the closet and take him out for parties.
Except for the fact that I am happily married. I'm not, trying to get him.
Well, I know that Nagy thought... Nagy watched your interview with the trio, with that band trio from the River Festival.
Yeah.
And he's like, I think Jay is trying to get that guy.
Showbiz.
So we're gonna do this. We are gonna watch Hell and Holler and their video, and we will come back and talk about Jay trying to
Showbiz, babe. Showbiz.
hit on married guys. I guess I don't know, but I don't really think she's hitting on married guys. I think Nagy's just a little out of his mind sometimes. So. But here we go. That is Hell and Holler. We are going to take a break, and when we come back, we are going to, I don't know, we're going to attempt something. I am still messaging and dealing with all of our fine feathered friends, so who knows what is going to happen. We've got more coming up.